Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains, Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bears' offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Hold and fire complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Briggs. They're bringing heat. Now improvising. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll throw it on first down. Going to try to get it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They make the stop right there. Good. Sort of. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Higgins. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Scanning the field. It's Briggs. Get it out on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Give to the running back. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Got his man on the right. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Briggs. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Wants to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bruins offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The pull and throw off the RPO. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Small gain, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Quarterback checking off. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Baylor! He'll try to tack on one more. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. He'll start this drive firing. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Bears! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Dropping back, it's Fuller. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity. Down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Right down the middle. Makes a grab enough for the first. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Makes his man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Tackle is made after the first down.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Back to pass, it's Fuller. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally...
A shot toward the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And that is no good after the missed field goal, still down by 21 points. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid comments.
He's going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. The Bears are in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the missed connection on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On fourth down, going to the air. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Briggs. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on second down. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the... You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
On target. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first. Your first.
And the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And defense gets the ball back for its own. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the... chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. To the air, it's Briggs. He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be... down.
Hey, man, they've got a big lead on offense, and they are still taking shots. They are challenging this secondary deep down the field. They barely missed that one.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Ran through the contact. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Running for it on fourth down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this. And listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
And the Bears are in the red zone. Power football with the run. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The run from the shotgun. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback will audible. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Touchdown Bears! And the punishment has been extended. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They'll give it to him again. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
From the gun, the ground game. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Steps away. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. Fast motion from the offense. Going to the running game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it to the back on the draw. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Snap it to the back. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Bears with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Wide out in motion. Right back to him on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Baylor! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Back to throw, it's Fuller. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. Makes the catch and knocked down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he's knocked down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. The RPO, it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Bears are rolling down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Trying to get to him. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the lone running back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.